guys, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Today for our activity we are going to make some Play-Doh, and you guys have made it in Montessori a few times before, so hopefully you remember and can tell your mummies and daddies what to do. So today for this activity we will need some flour, big bag of flour there, which I couldn't actually find in the supermarkets for maybe a week and a half or 2 weeks. Everyone had bought flour and there was none left for me, so now we can make some Play-Doh seeing as I have flour. So we have flour, water, a bit of oil, I don't think it matters what oil you use, and a bit of salt, and whatever colour you'd like your Play-Doh to be. You can use paint for the colour, or if you want it to be edible for whatever reason, or safe for the children to put it in their mouths, because I know a lot of them do like putting a lot of things in their mouth, especially Play-Doh. You can use food colouring, so I have just orange food colouring today. So the measurements are 1 cup of flour, and again, I don't think there's a difference between plain or self-rising. I'm going to do mine on a plate, but it's really just so the camera can see it. I would recommend you doing it in a bowl, a big mixing bowl, or a plate with edges on it, just to keep everything relatively contained. So we have 1 cup of flour, half a cup of water. Now I'm not filling this up full, I'll just add it in little bits. I'll leave that there. And just while my hands are clean, I'll open up the orange. I haven't used this orange dye yet, so hopefully it comes out lovely. That looks quite syrupy, but should be grand. And then I have my oil. Put a little bit of that on. And the oil just makes it less sticky to the table. And what else? My salt. I think maybe just a little bit of salt. And this is a great activity that you can really get stuck in with your hands. So yep, let's go. So the kids know that we have to be very careful not to get it on the table or on whatever work surface I'm doing. They're all very clean. I know everyone's going to try their best to be clean on this activity. Or if we can do it outside, then we don't have to be clean at all, because there's less of a cleanup and we can be a little bit more messy than we could be inside. So that's used up all the water. So I'll put the rest of the water on. And the food colouring is coming out quite nice. There's a nice kind of orange colour there. I might put more on in a minute just to make it a bit of a deeper colour. Now we're kind of getting into a dough now. I might put a bit more water in. Yeah, with everything you can stick to the measurements, or you can kind of just add it as you go whenever you see what you think is best. Now with this Play-Doh, I think you can keep it for maybe 2 or 3 days if you put it in the fridge. Keep it nice and soft. And of course you can make different batches, you can mix colours, and whenever if you have Play-Doh toys or any toys and you want to use it with the Play-Doh, make sure to give them a good scrub after, because Play-Doh is great for getting in the little corners and the little edges of toys and staying there, especially if you're making this homemade Play-Doh, which does go off. Make sure that you either throw the toys in the dishwasher or give them a good wash, or maybe we could help our mummies and daddies wash everything up after we make the Play-Doh, and that would be a great help to them. And if we're still keeping our Lent charts, we can get a big tick on that for helping mummies and daddies clean up, which I think was one of our jobs that we were going to try our best to do. And it's just a lovely thing to do to help with the tidy up, especially if we're the ones making the mess. It's very important that we help tidy up and clean up. And very important that we wash our hands after this as well, because especially if we're using food dye, I might put a bit more oil. If we're using food dye can go on a lot of things and stay there if we don't wash our hands properly. So a bit more oil, because it was getting a bit tough. Now, there we go. Our arms and our fingers will probably be so tired after this. But we have to keep going till it's all mixed up. So that was with 1 cup of flour and a half cup of water, and then a little bit more towards the end, with a splash of oil, a pinch of salt. So start off with small splashes and pinches to begin with, and then you can add a bit more as you go on. And as well, if you have any glitter, or if you have anything, maybe if you have sequins, really small sequins, and if you're not going to put it in your mouth, you can use them and add them to the ball. So you could have glittery unicorn Play-Doh or cool Spider-Man Play-Doh. Now, there you go. There's our Play-Doh, and we can play with it, pull it apart, stick it together, and whenever we are finished, we can ask Mommy and Daddy to wrap it in cling film and put it in the fridge, or put it in a Tupperware container and keep it safe there. And we have to remember to tidy up and give our toys a good wash afterwards. Now, I wonder what I'm going to make with my Play-Doh. Maybe I will make some more green Play-Doh, and then I can make yellow Play-Doh and blue Play-Doh, and I could make a big flower, or I could make anything that reminds me of spring, or whatever you want. So make your own Play-Doh. You can take pictures of what you're making and send them to the email if you want, but whatever you do, just remember to have loads of fun and mix in a good bit of colour so the colour is nice and bright and nice and strong. Okay, thanks guys, bye.